Hello, how are you? I hope you are having an amazing day or night or wherever you're at. All these readings are timeless. If you're drawn to this video, then there may be something, a message for you here today. So time is irrelevant. It's intuitive pulls that move us along. I got this new bell, speaking of intuitive pulls. So I saw an ad on Marketplace for these boots, and at this trading post place that I always forget about, and they had a whole bunch of boots, and I had just recently been looking for boots, even though I did already find a pair that are working for me. They've got a bit of a heel, so I'm still open for like a flat boot. So anyways, I kind of had it in my brain to go see, completely forgot about it. Yesterday, I was doing my running around, which I usually have one thing that I have to do that I remember, and then just this knowing that there's other things that I have to do, but I kind of remember as I go. That's how I roll. Anyways, unless you make a list, of course. So I'm at the crystal shop because I had to get more sage. And I forget what even happened, but for some reason, something that the woman that works there or owns the shop, she mentioned that reminded me to go check out the trading post for these boots while I was there, because it's just right around the corner. So I go up there, go to the boots. The boots are gone. There's just chunky man boots left. So I kind of had this moment in my brain where I was like, okay, well, why am I here then? Right? Like, why did I why did I remember to come here? Is it like, what am I supposed to find? A bell? And then as I said that, I'm walking over looking at all the little knickknacks, and my other side of my brain's like, well, I already have a bell. Like, I just got this bell, right? So I don't need a new bell. But then I see this bell. And it's beautiful and perfect. And has an awesome ring. There's a crystal as its little knocker. And look at this pewter angel. Just beautiful, right? So I picked this bell up, and then I was like, well, this is why I'm here. I mean, that one's nice too, but it's different. The reason why I was attracted to this one is because it reminded me of this little vase that I have. And so I was swayed, right? When I got home, it was actually, it's the same situation as the little vase that I have. I don't like to buy things like as a set, but I love when you randomly come across a thing that matches. It's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, so there's some things. The whole point of the story was to follow your intuition, right? I just went with, oh, I need to go up to this shop. It's not for the boots. Then what else is it? Is it a bell? Well, that's weird. My logical brain was like, you don't need another bell. You have a bell, blah, 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 blah. Yet here it was. It was the bell. My intuition was right. So, trust your intuition. If you are here, there could be a message here for you. Okay, all that out of the way. Let's go to the dice and get our numbers for the day. And we've got, we're back on the doubles. Snake eyes and a 5. 7, 1, 1, 5, 5, 1, 1. 1, 5, 1. Okay. 1-1. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, they just kind of stuck to my fingers. But we've got, ooh, protection. We've got, I think this is divine union or partnership. And this is renewal and rebirth. We'll see. We'll see here. Okay, we've got inherited property and genetics. Okay, so ancestral inheritance. We've got masculine god warrior rune. So protection, perhaps. And we have twin gods and relationships. Okay. And it's an E, a T, and an O. So, for sure. Tom. Mott. Autumn. Yeah, I'm gonna not make words with all of them. How about, okay, so we got that. Let's see what this reading is gonna be. The warrior rune, relationship rune, and ancestral rune. And the 151. So I'm just pulling out the keys to Arcturians right here. Give them a good shuffling because, yeah, we've had, I think, 4 readings in a row. This energy has been going through that got the same card, miraculously enough. And, you know, this is just exactly how the universe works. It'll keep repeating the messages, it'll keep repeating the lessons until we learn them. And then even then, it'll repeat it a couple more times in order for us to prove by acting differently, reacting differently, that we're changed, right? That we've learned. So, what card is our card today? This one. Aha! It's a new card. What is this card? It's beautiful. Try 3. Into infinium. Infinium? Is that a word? Infinium? Okay, we've got, oh, no, that's not that one. What? Where is it? Oh, contact. Ooh. The energy of contact allows you to know that all doors to your inner source will open when you surrender and, like water, go with the flow. Nice. Let your strength lead you and you will find your own way. There are moments in life when you know that you are important too, that you truly deserve to follow your own path. There's nothing wrong in feeling that way. Do you consider yourself to be selfish? When we listen to the daily signals that reach us from our higher self, which is the part that knows what is good for us, we discover and find our own strength. This strength consists of an inner knowing that gives us the essential power to do what is right for us, regardless of what anyone else may say or think. When you feel that all is well, you will move forward in life without feeling the need to convince anyone of why you do what you do. It will be like breathing. We don't have to convince anyone to breathe, do we? Beautiful. So the contact you make with your inner knowing and voice. And I think that's your link to your ancestry. Because in your inner link and voice is your inner knowing. You know, that could come from past life experience that you tap into. Right? And this relationship with your higher self. Okay. Let's consult the Cosmic Garden Tarot. I think that's what it's called. And we will figure this out here. So, let's take some cards here. Those ones. That one. That many? This one. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with here. 6 of Wands. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the stars. Ace of Wands. 7 of Swords. 2 of Wands. 4 of Cups. And Justice. Okay. So I'm getting the 6 of Wands is you reaching and making this connection with your higher self. Okay, because your higher self exists 4 to 6 feet above your head and is represented by this glowing ball here. And you know, this is like the shape of a crescent moon, and this is kind of like the sun, and you know, that cosmic relationship between the sun and the moon. So it's about this relationship that you are making with your higher self, right? And you're at the top of this mountain, this mound here. And there's all these people, all these arms reaching up, but look how much taller and closer you are to your higher self, to your source. It could talk about where you're at on your journey, right? These people are just not quite there yet, but they're all reaching. And then this Ace of Wands, it's like a spark of new idea. Wands is like moving energy. And this feels really much like lighting a match. That spark, right? And then this 7 of Swords is a representation of your transformation that's happening because of this divine union here, this relationship with you and your higher self. And the reason why these swords are around is because the process of transforming involves the severing of many things, old mindsets, relationships that no longer serve, parts of you that need to die for this new version to be born. And that's why you have this Four of Cups here, because this is also part of this process of self-reflection, right? And it's a solitary path and process, because you're really looking deep into the pools, into those cups, and coming face to face with those parts of you that no longer serve and maybe never did. I mean, everything serves, right? And sometimes things serve just to prove that they don't, if that makes any sense. But the point is that you've recognized that and you've let those things go. So that's amazing. Good for you. And yeah, so on this side, you have your relationship with your higher self, which is it's igniting this whole other new transformed version of you, which brings you to your ability to create your own world, right? There's the old world and there's the new world you're creating. You're seeing beyond the veils. You're holding the Philosopher's Stone. You've got this lifetime of experience that you're wearing, represented by this patchwork robe. And the process is balance, right? But this balance of the justice is also making me think of ancestral inheritance, right? It's kind of like your reward for doing the work that your ancestors couldn't do for whatever reason. And so it's carrying, all of those rewards are carrying forward to the generation that succeeds. And then they get their justice. They get the cash. And that's CACHE. Okay, let's see if we can further. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I totally dropped you. We will see if we can get some confirmation on those cards here. So let's go to the magical botanical cards. Oops. See if they can contribute anything to this message that will be helpful. I'm not doing the flippy thing. I'm just doing the flippy thing. Okay, Vine and Love Lives Bleeding. They did come up in yesterday's reading. You did see me shuffle, right? Okay, Love Lies Bleeding. Now, I did just read it yesterday, but I already forget. And the Vine. This was a sneaky one. It popped out And I didn't even notice it until later on in the reading. I was like, what is this guy doing over here? And love lies bleeding. So I actually want to put these like that. And let's get the messages here. 16, Earth. Love lies bleeding indicates we are in the process of deeply healing or supporting another in the healing process. Yet we might be experiencing grief, pain, or despair, but our isolation or pain is temporary as long as we continue onward in our process. Her crown is heavy, but she is holding it up, and with each moment she holds it, more seeds fall away, lightening the emotional load as the earth takes the seed, the medicine, and creates anew. Pain is temporary and only part of the healing process. So yeah, that's why she needs to be on this side, because, you know, it's painful to cut away those old parts that no longer serve. Because they did serve. Some of them did serve and served us well, right? They got us to where we needed to be. And so there's periods of grief and relationships. Like sometimes you have to cut away relationships that no longer serve, but you know, you love these people. And it's a hard thing. It's not easy. This process here is not easy. And this, you know, confronting or coming face to face with those parts of you that also need to let go. It's the same thing. It's like saying goodbye to a loved one, somebody that you love, but you know that, you know, you've come to the end of your time together, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's okay. That pain is necessary. This transformation here with the butterfly is making me think of the chrysalis and you know, the caterpillar completely dissolving into goo in its process into transforming into a butterfly. I'm sure there's levels of pain involved, but it's temporary and it's part of the process, right? And then over here we have vine, which is number 27, and it's a water element as well. Lies bleeding earth. So water, when vine comes alive as the pan-like satyr of good cheer, straddling the river in the vineyard, holds high the holy cup of the vine under the brilliant light of the sun. Vine shows up when things are going well. You have health, wealth, and happiness either already present or coming your way. Make sure you slow down to enjoy it and the pleasures of the world while you have them. Vine can indicate a turnaround after a period of difficulty and misfortune, or foretell a successful period of creative inspiration and personal growth. I am open to the blessings and inspiration of life. Which is exactly this powder keg that you're about to light here with the Ace of Wands. And instead of a powder keg, I'm thinking of a piñata. And when it explodes, all your blessings are just going to, shower everywhere. But there is this definite part, an active role that you play in it, of this manifesting your world. What are you putting inside of your piñata that's going to shower all over you? Right? I am open to the blessings and inspiration of life. Excuse me. Okay. So let's get some wild one cards. Oh. Okay, these are too many. But Who am I to argue? Mystery, voice, forgiveness, and soul call. Okay. So that feels right. Let's go to the mystery first. Mystery can appear scary because it is the unknown, and falling into the unknown can give us the illusion of not being good. That is why it's so hard to let go and move into. But mystery, wild one, is the experience of a lifetime. It is laced in not knowing and showered in opening to the lessons without knowing what is to come. Breaking away from what you know and allowing with faith what you don't know is what is being asked here. Never predispose that you are in the knowing because it is only your mind telling you that anyways. It is all the unknown. So you may as well let go with consciousness into the mystery that entails all of life. Let go of the reins you think are controlling your every step, and this is just an illusion anyways. Consciously letting go and moving into the mystery and experiencing the wonder and surprise that life has to offer is what life is about. Life is full of surprises, so let them be there. The mystery is the universe opening its palm to you. It's inviting you into its heart for you to experience all that you came here to do. Accept the invitation. Use the energy available to you to explore your options and know that you have all you need to travel the path of the unknown. It will lead you to places your head may not allow. Have faith. Go forward. Step into the mystery and allow yourself the fun and magic of all that surrounds you, because it is in this place that magic truly happens. For in the mystery, the place of the unknown, the place where anything can happen because it is not set in stone of our minds, here you will discover a power and aliveness that you thought you never knew. You will discover that you are the magic wand in your life, creating all that is and all that the universe is there supporting your every and that the universe is there supporting your every command. Okay, confirmation. You are the magic wand in your life. The magic wand connecting you with your higher self. The magic wand that you are creating your world, your new world with. The magic wand that is sparking, that is igniting this internal fire within you. Gorgeous. Okay, forgiveness. What's beautiful about forgiveness is that what if you just wanted to make yourself happy? That you believed one day that you would forgive yourself and that all it would take to free yourself, and that was all it would take to free yourself from the binds of your past. What if you could explore your inner world and uncover the meaning of forgiveness, the impact of its presence in yourself, and the evolution towards love for yourself? What if forgiveness was only a thank you? Thank you for giving me this experience to learn from so that I could find the kind of love available to me into the world. What if that love was big enough, free enough, expansive enough that to forgive came before anything ever occurred? What if you surrendered into your pain, allowing it to be there and considering forgiving it? What if you take the step of thanking it? What if to take the step of thanking it was illuminating the passageway to your true self? What if that's all it was? A thank you for giving me this experience to learn from so that I can become an even better person than I am now? What if that were true of forgiveness? What if that were true of you? Yeah. Forgive those versions of you that needed to exist in order for this new version of you to be born. And what if forgiving the trespasses of those parts of you was part of the process in letting go? You know, would you have more compassion for yourself? Hopefully that answer is yes. Okay, voice. Voice is a V. This card expresses a desire for you to tell your stories. Stories of your life, stories you've read, and wisdom you've learned through your journey on life's path. Share your experiences and nourish others with your stories. Touch others with your memories of life, however big or small. They are a treasure found in the time capsule of your heart at the precise time and place required, waiting to share and acknowledge who we are in the scheme of things. Lending an ear will help others to tell more stories. Women need to tell more stories. Open the silent doors of wisdom and power within and unleash the tales of magic in everyday life. The short, profound moments of mystery, the everyday humor of our daily experiences, the knowledge of our similar paths. Show each other we are here, ready to stand up and reveal who we are to one another. This will continue feeding our wisdom, nourishing our souls, empowering our being, so that others know that they too walk a worthy and powerful life. Never underestimate the power of a story. Stories lead us to places of knowing within. Let your stories be heard. Beautiful. That's awesome. Look at it. Yes. And you know what? This, it's not up now, but the protection rune. Let me just validate that by looking at my notes here. Divine protection and sanctuary is this character. I don't know if you can see that, but it's making me think of this. Actually, so is this one, right? This one more so, I guess. Okay, that was a whole other thing. So that's beautiful. Share your voice, right? Share your experience, because this process that you have done or in the process of doing is not an easy one to do. And the more people are sharing the trials and tribulations of doing this, of creating and maintaining a relationship with your higher self, and letting go of those old parts and this transformation that's going on, and it leading to abundance and, you know, ancestral inheritance. People got to know sometimes they need that extra motivation, right? How? Share your stories. That's how. Maybe you'll inspire somebody to do the same. Or at the very least, show as an example that it can be done. Right? That is planting seeds. Okay. Soul call. Stay awake, chants the council of the wild ones. Hear the call they breathe. Follow the heartbeat of the earth and listen to your internal radar. It will show you the expanse of every moment. Survival of the wild, your authentic self, is knowing every moment awake. Hearing your soul's heartbeat, listening to your connection to the one, aligning with the universe, mysteries of the universe, and experiencing the magic of your presence. Step out of your holding pattern. There is no safety in that. Be conscious, in memory of all who have come before and all who will come after, wild one. There is no reason to walk asleep. Understand all matters. Fall into your knowing of everything you see, hear, feel, and experience, so you can be in the activity that stirs each moment of your being. Be your own ally. Reveal yourself to yourself. You are earthborn. Know you rest in the arms of the wild. Thrive. Yes. Yes. Thrive, wild one. Thrive. Awesome. Did you hear the part about the mystery? What was it? Allying with the mysteries of the universe and experiencing the magic of your presence. So, you know, you're this balance here. It's like between the known and the unknown. It always goes to the balance of your thoughts and your inner knowing. Right? Like the story at the beginning of this reading, where my inner knowing was, you're here for a bell. I asked it. I'm like, well, why am I here then? And the immediate answer was a bell. And then my brain was like, what? I don't need another bell. I have a bell. Right? And yet here's the bell. This beautiful angel bell. Okay. Let's do a medicine card. Animal medicine. Now these cards, their descriptions are lengthy, so I just kind of do a scan and try and pick some relevant parts. They're also super sticky. They kind of stick to each other. They're not my favorite. They're not my favorite. Like, they don't, like, look at this. I can't even open those ones up, but individually. So let's take the antelope here. And we do have the wolf at the bottom. So the antelope 37, I think, is the one where it's action. Aha, yes, the antelope of action. They taught the people how to, they basically offered themselves up to the people to clothe and nourish them so that they will survive through the winter. Antelope in your cards indicates a message of higher purpose. Antelope arms you with the bow of authority and it forces you to act on behalf of self, family, clan, nation, and finally Mother Earth. Antelope says, do it now, don't wait any longer. Antelope knows the way, and so do you. Take courage and leap. Your sense of timing is perfect. When antelope has bounded into your cards, the time is now, and the power is you. So that's beautiful. And right beside this voice, you know, you just never know if you've got the sudden urge to tell somebody a story. You just never know what impact that story, and maybe it's your intuition that knows that story, there's something in that story that's going to help this person, right? You just don't know. So don't wait. Don't let your brain talk you out. Go with your instinct, because you know. And then the wolf is 15. Teacher, pathfinder. Okay.
If you've drawn the wolf card, you may be able to share your personal medicine with others. Your intuitive side may also have an answer or teaching for your personal use at this time. As you feel wolf coming alive within you, you may wish to share your knowledge by writing or lecturing on information that will help others better understand their uniqueness of path in life. It is in this sharing of great truths that the consciousness of humanity will attain new heights. Wolf could also be telling you to seek out lonely places that will allow you to see your teacher within. In the aloneness of a power place devoid of other humans, you may find the true you. Look for teachings no matter where you are. Wolf would not come to you unless you requested the appearance of the tribe's greatest teacher. Wow. Wow. You're going through this experience kind of pioneering or trotting the path. I'm just like thinking about the path less taken. It's a little bit more work than just following a path already made, right? But it's worth it. And share your experiences of it. Because you are creating a pathway for others to follow. So that it is less painful. I don't know if you can hear Opal snoring away here. She's waiting all morning for me to get out of my comfy chair. Now she's in it. And she's snoring. Okay, I've got pulled out a message from Kuan Yin. See if, be gentle. I am powerful enough to be gentle. You have my wisdom within your heart. When you are gentle with yourself, you allow me to love you. Be kind. You deserve compassion. Yeah, well, and that's absolutely. Okay, I don't know. You may sometimes feel as though you have lost your way, but you are never lost to me. Connect to your heart, and you shall find me there. I am always watching over you. Yeah, you could feel that way when you're in this process, when you're in your chrysalis stage. Inner sight. You have been working to unravel a karmic knot, a problem that seems resistant to change and healing. Ask for my help. I can show you the real cause and the path to freedom. So this is making me think of, you have access to your inner guides, your ancestors, your spirit team. So use them. And always return back to the heart. Oh, Kuan Yin, so many messages. Okay, wise action. There is something you can do. Consult your heart to understand how to act with wisdom. Through prayer, thoughtful speech, forgiveness, or taking a step. Do what you can. Surrender all else. Yeah. Don't go beyond. You don't have to force. You shouldn't have to force anything. Inspired, wise action, right? And then greatest benefit. Why concern yourself with how, when, where, or whom when you trust in the workings of my will? Even in the face of the unexpected, my greatest blessings will flow into your life. And I just feel like that is one with the mystery. Right? Trust the process. Things might not look like they're working in your favor, but trust that they always are. Okay. Now let's see what the telepathy oracle cards have for us. Oh, already. Okay, that's too much. the universe is guiding you towards that special someone. Just let everything take its course. And attract. The appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. So I'm thinking the soul pairing, the pairing of you, well, it's talking about partnership, right? Twin gods, partnership, relationship. So when you come into union, your masculine and feminine parts, there's like a balance that happens, right? The feminine is the intuitive, inner knowing, compassion, feeling part. And your masculine side is your action, your determination, your power move, right? This is why there's that relationship between the sun and the moon, because you need both to create a 24-hour day, to create life, right? And as above, so within. And so the union of those two aspects within each of us is super important. And we are confronted with the imbalance of that everywhere we look. And I actually think that there was conscious efforts towards creating that imbalance. And so I think that's why this process is hard, because you have to, in a certain sense, follow your intuition to get there, because there's not a lot of information on it out there. I mean, more so now than there ever was, for sure. Always center in your heart. Always radiate from the heart. Always check in with your heart. All right. Well, that is my message for you today. Or the messages for you today. Let's see if there's any messages from the angels that they want to add to this little reading here. And what we can do during the day on our, trying to balance the living, the life society expects us to, and creating the life that our soul wants us to. Okay. So this one landed on forgiveness. Forgive also yourself. Thank you for that confirmation. We've got allow yourself the vision of joy and feel it daily. Yeah, absolutely. When you're confronted with the unknown, when you're confronted having to walk into this mystery that is the life, focus on joy. Focus on joy. Water flows and adapts itself without losing its nature. Yeah. Flow with it. And divine light and celestial music guide you home. Beautiful. And remember to charge your moon batteries so that it doesn't go out on you. Okay, thank you so much. If you made it to the end of this reading, hopefully there's a message for you that inspires you to keep on going on this path with yourself, and you will eventually see the rewards, right? Your ancestors are proud of you. They're with you. You are protected on this journey. With the union with your higher self. Okay. Love you. Bye.